season long.
Striding into the box, Ben Gamble, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. The 1-1. Line drive to center field. Hicks is there, and he has it for the first out. A moment.
Where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of. I guess some guys do it, but man, this guy's really struggling. He's lucky he's still in the lineup.
Next for Seattle, Jean Segura, as he begins this one as the fourth leading hitter in the American League. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Hicks is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting third, second baseman, Andrelton Simmons.
In now is Andrelton Simmons to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Stanton to the track. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen.
Well, he was on cruise control, just needing one more out to get out of the inning, but he came up with a plan. Base is empty. He didn't have to think about shooting one to the opposite field or shortening the swing to move the runners. He just wound up and let her rip. A solo shot as the result.
In now the Mariners DH, Nelson Cruz, a real threat with the bat, of course, as he currently leads the American League in home runs. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Mariners draw first blood here on the next. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently third in the American League in that category. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo home run for Mitch Haniger. Number 25 for him on the year. And the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
Yeah, when he woke up this morning, the last thing he wanted was to be down 2-0 in the second inning. The good news is that both home runs have only been solo shots. But the bad news is he's not fooling anyone right now.
Right side and right into the shift. Backhanded. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus on Giancarlo Stanton right now. Looks like he's chiseled out of stone out there. The outfielder, I know he has light tower power, but he's also helpful on the defensive side and possesses a strong
guide out toward right. Judge is there. 2 down.
Batting eighth, first baseman.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. 1-1. Swing and a ground ball to third. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. One of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. Pitch popped up. Drury is under it near the mound. No trouble with this one, and the inning.
Let's play ball.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Line towards center field. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners. Riding in once again, Jean Segura. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Leadoff single to start the third right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at-bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense.
And hold on there. He got him. Trying to swipe second base, but he's gunned down for the out. Soft liner towards short. And that's the second out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Andrelton Simmons. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
In that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nelson Cruz. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Stanton's on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Mitch Haniger. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles on that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
But the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again, Kyle Seager. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Gray into his motion. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Here now is Mike Zunino. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Striding in, Ryan Healy. He'll begin things here against Sonny Gray. This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. The throw into second. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly by Walker. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ronald Torre is the next to bat. Digging in now for the Mariners, Gene Segura. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Andrelton Simmons will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, look at Beatty. He gathers the throw. Not in time. Nearly a highlight reel play, but they'll have a runner on here with one away. Here's Nelson Cruz now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-2. Drilled on the ground to short. To Walker for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we... Mitch Haniger will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Hit in the air to center field. Here's Hicks to put it away, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 15, third baseman, Kyle Seager.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now the 2-1. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Great jump on that ball hit to the gap in right center field. A great diving catch. One of the better plays you'll see.
1-1. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the New York Yankees.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Hicks is right there, 1 down.
Up next for Seattle.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. Hit down the line at first. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Payoff pitch on its way. This is pulled into right. Judge is right there as he takes it for the second out. Digging in once again, Ben Gamble. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Now here's a shot out to right center field. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And nothing will come with a 2-out double as the inning is over. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Down the third baseline. Seager fields it cleanly. On to first, and a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout as that's a big man to retire to start out the home 8th. Ready for another shot now, Giancarlo Stanton. It was a walk in his last trip. 1-2 now. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out. Here's Didi Gregorius.
Shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Now the 2-1. Left side. Scooped up on the backhand. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Chad Green enters from the pen to start the ninth inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Swinging a soft liner, and one gone. Ready once again, Nelson Cruz 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
Easy fly ball into shallow center field. There to play it is Walker, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, right fielder, Mitch.
Stepping up now, Mitch Haniger. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 3-1 is whipped to left, a base hit, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game, and that means the inning stays alive with 2 away for Kyle Seager.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, were you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned.
And it's belted high and deep into right center. And it is troubled. It finds the gap for extra bases. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer is not going to.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Here's Neil Walker. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Brandon Drury will bat next. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. 1-1. Flips the zone low and outside for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One, 2. Still 1-2. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Greg Bird. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Last chance for the Yankees. High fly ball out to deep right field. Back goes Span at the track, but it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And this ball game is over. 3-1 the final score this afternoon. The M's jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. James Friday Night Baseball now from Fenway Park here. Here's the center fielder, Denard Span, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. Now Price is 1-2. Looped out toward third. Throw on to first will take care of Span for the game's first out. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Yeah, you have to look out for the guy they call Simba, Andrelton Simmons. He's hit over 400 in his last 10 games, and his team, they are really relying on him. He knows he's hot. His teammates know that he's hot, and you can bet the opposing pitcher, he knows he's hot too.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Kyle Seager, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. Lifted the other way out to left center. Devers is there, and the side is retired. So striding forward.
Play ball.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. They'll get us started in the top of the second. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. A solo home run from Nelson Cruz. Home run number 42 on the season as the Mariners take a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
Standing in now, Ryan Healy. Tries to dump this one out to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Chasing after it is Bradley. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's take a look at outfielder Mookie Betts. You can make the argument he's the most dynamic player in our sport. Don't try and come inside with a fastball because it's getting turned around. But I don't think people realize how good he patrols the...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Stepping up now, Mookie Betts. Into the box, Mitch Haniger, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. On to Lansdowne and gone. Solo home run for Mitch Haniger, number 26 for him on the season, and the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Bradley has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Center fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Denard Span. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Sent out to straightaway center field. Bradley is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
How about it?
Striding in once again, Carlos Sanchez. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the 3-2 pitch. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Betts, still going back. gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So that was the third home run for these guys today.
D-Roll, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, but there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
In now, Gene Segura. Chopped weakly to the left. Devers fields it cleanly. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. Had a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left.
Play ball.
Ready for another chance. Nelson Cruz. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
The 2-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. And it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, as the Mariners have opened up a 4-0 lead. Stepping in now, Ryan Healy. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Into the box, Andrelton Simmons. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Austin Barnes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone over the monster for a home run.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning and your entire offense is off and running.
Into the box now, Mitch Haniger. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. So batting practice continues here today as they notch their 7th home run of the game.
Yeah, Matty D. Well, D-Roll, you kind of expect a high-scoring game with that green monster here at Fenway.
Yeah, it changes your whole mindset. Right center's out of the equation. Dead right field's out of the equation. Goes to 380 at its deepest part. Unless you want to hit one down the pesky pole, you're looking to pepper that green monster.
But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Denard Span. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This is line to left. Benintendi is there to put it away and finally put an in.
Play ball. 3.
Next for Seattle, Carlos Sanchez comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Fly ball out toward left center field. Waiting on it is Benintendi. He's got it one away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Gene Segura comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
Boy, that wasn't a very good pitch there. Up and away. That breaking ball, Dero, that slider intended to be down and away. Instead, it was up and away.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed spot right there, Dan. You saw the batter's eyes light up, and he didn't miss it.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. 2 home runs in 2 at-bats so far, and looking to add to that here.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Calling for it is Betts, and Mookie's got it for the second out.
Now batting.
Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
We all know this guy's a real good fastball hitter. We saw how far he could hit one. He got a fastball that he liked, and he turned that thing around, and it got out of here in a hurry.
Betts has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mariners leave 1. And here's Mookie Betts. He leads off from the bottom of the 5th as they look.
Let's play ball.
Into the box now, Andrelton Simmons. He was a ground out victim last time up. The 2-1 home. Line towards center field. Bradley patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
High and deep to center field. Ranging back is Bradley to the track, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Well, you can't fault the center fielder's efforts there. He tried to track it down, but I don't think he had much of a chance to get there. His teammates will eventually help him out, but by that time, he's safely at third.
Mitch Haniger will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Line drive to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Standing in now, Denard Span. This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. Now to the plate, Carlos Sanchez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. Nunez fields it cleanly, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Ready for another shot now. Gene Segura, 1 for 2. He grounded out first time up and followed that with a base hit. Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts is there, 2 down. Digging in once again, Nelson Cruz. 2 out, nobody on. Popped high in the air. Nunez waits on it, and that retires the side. Here's Hanley Ramirez, due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hit.
Play ball.
Striding into the box, Ryan Healy. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. 1 away. Sometimes we use the phrase runs coming at a premium, but it's fair to say that none of us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up. This is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Stepping in now, Austin Barnes. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Benintendi is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out. At the plate, Mitch Haniger. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Seattle. Cleanup hitter Hanley Ramirez. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Hanley Ramirez is retired leading off the bottom of the 8th. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. 1-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Sanchez ranging back at the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Welcome back to baseball on the show from Beantown, Boston, Mass. We're set for the final innings of this one. Steve Cishek enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Here's the center fielder, Denard Span.
Center fielder, number 4, Denard Span.
He pulls this one into right. And Span is aboard. It's a base hit.
Hey, guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down in there. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Carlos Sanchez will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. High and deep to right center. Ranging back is Bradley to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The batter, number 2.
Gene Segura standing in. The numbers head-to-head with Steve Cishek. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. On the ground to the left side. Bogarts has it over to Nunez for the force, and that ends the inning. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust of their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
He'll try again, 1-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Soft liner towards first, but an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
Center fielder.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. High in the air into shallow left center.
Coming in is Haniger.
Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batter, catcher.
Ready for another chance? Blake Swihart. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Down the first base line. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The Seattle Mariners with a division-leading 60th team win this year. Felix Hernandez earns win. Well, it's not quite a nor'easter, but the rain's coming down pretty good here at Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Seattle Mariners and the Boston Red Sox. Boston will try to avoid their 12th consecutive loss. First pitch is next. Eduardo Rodriguez, a Venezuelan left-hander, will be the man on the mound. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
So striding forward now, Ben Gamel. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Bogarts has a play, 1 down. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I love what Kyle Seager brings to the table for this team. He hit over 400 last month. Watching him, it seemed like everything clicked. I want to see if he can carry through this month as well.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Carlos Sanchez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Betts at the track. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting third, shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Bradley is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. You're down in order, and now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Here's Nelson Cruz now. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez. He's only 1 for 10. The 3-2 pitch. High and deep to right center. On the move is Betts. He's got it 1 away.
All right, let's take a quick look at how the Red Sox set up on D today. The guy I want to focus on is outfielder Andrew Benintendi. Also a hybrid type outfielder. Forced to move to a corner in Boston with the likes of Jackie Bradley Jr. and Mookie Betts out there. But a guy
hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Bradley back to the track as he takes it for out number 2.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Standing in, Denard Span. He's currently 9th in the American League batting race entering play. The 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And the Mariners have themselves their first base hit.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 3.
Here now is Mike Zunino. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
This is flared out towards second. Knee high, he barehands it. What an outstanding play to end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no error. Striding in. Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Romine. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. Fielded cleanly. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Into the box, Ben Gamble. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Bradley is there. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the fly out. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Carlos Sanchez. He flew out in his last at-bat. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So, hope.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We played 2.5. No score on the show. Digging in to try it again, Andrelton Simmons comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Fly ball out toward left center field. Bradley is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nelson Cruz. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now a drive by Cruz. Deep left field.
Looking up is Benintendi.
Gone!
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday and another one today. Hey, this pace can't continue, but he's going to ride this wave as long as he can.
In now, Kyle Seager. Swung on and hit in the air to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Center fielder, number 4, Denard Span.
So 2 are gone here in the M's half of the 4th. And standing 4th is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. This is hit the other way out toward left field.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Here's Hanley Ramirez looking.
Play ball.
Here now is Mike Zunino. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Payoff pitch home to Zunino. Loud contact off the bat of Zunino, and a ball sent to deep left field. And gone. An absolute bomb. It's a solo homer here for Mike Zunino, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as the Mariners have now taken a 2-1 lead.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
And this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Into the box now, Kevin Templeton. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw goes over to third, and he'll be tagged out at third base on a heady play.
Now batting, left fielder.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. Line drive to left. Benintendi is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Carlos Sanchez. Templeton leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And it bangs off the monster. Templeton rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Stepping in now, Andrelton Simmons. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. 2 well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
Standing in now, Nelson Cruz. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Ranging back is Bradley, and it's gone into the monster seats. A 2-run dinger off the bat of Nelson Cruz. His second home run of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
Yeah, Matty V. Well, D-Row, you kind of expect a high-scoring game with that green monster here at Fenway.
Yeah, it changes your whole mindset. Right center's out of the equation. Dead right field's out of the equation. Goes to 380 at its deepest.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him.
Center fielder, number 4.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. The 1-1 home. Swung on and missed for strike number 2. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And this will get over the wall, in fact, so just the 1 run will be allowed to score.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Into the box, Andrew Romine. High in the air out to center field. Bradley is there. And the inning is over. But not before they come up with 6 runs this half inning on the strength of a couple of home runs. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Mariners are on top 7-1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Eduardo Nunez, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
This
Riding in once again, Kevin Templeton. The 1-1. Ground ball left side. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, Ben Gamel. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. This is line to left. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Into the box now, Carlos Sanchez. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center, number 10 for him on the year, as this is now a 7-run ball game. In now, Andrelton Simmons. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close.
Up next for Seattle, hitter Nelson Cruz.
Ready to take his hacks again, Nelson Cruz, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run.
Play ball.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hit hard right back up the middle, and he's got a leadoff single.
Sometimes you get lucky in this game. I don't think pitch recognition-wise he would choose to swing at that exact pitch. But you know what? Sometimes result is the only thing that matters.
Stepping in now, Denard Span. Here's a high pop-up. Nunez is under it. He's got it 1 away. Digging in and looking for more, Mike Zunino. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting, second baseman, Andrew Romine.
Next for Seattle, Andrew Romine. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 2-1 is strike 2, swinging. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-2. Popped up. Bogarts is calling for it, and that retires the side. Here's J.D. Martinez. He'll lead things off against the same. Digging in once again, Kevin Templeton. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And oh, that gets him on the mound. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. One away now. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ben Gamble. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Nunez loves it. And there are two away now.
How about it?
Ready to take his hacks again. Carlos Sanchez, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. One. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The 2-1 home. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So the base hit puts the first man aboard to start the inning for the Mariners.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Standing in now, Nelson Cruz. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run.
Well, if you would have told him when he woke up this morning that he was going to hit 3 home runs tonight, he would have thought he was dreaming. Well, it's a dream night, but he's wide awake.
Into the box, Kyle Seager. Tapped out in front of home. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Number 4.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Bradley is there. 2 gone.
The catcher is number 3, Mike Zunino.
Ready once again, Mike Zunino. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. Into the box now, Andrew Romine. And that jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. 3 runs already home here. Scorched to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 2. Here's Xander Bogaerts now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Sanchez is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. And there's the signal now from the crew chief. As we expected, we will have a rain delay.
Begins to be dicey, Matt, if you're one of these managers right now. It looks like this could be delayed somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour. Do you leave your pitchers in? Most of the ballparks have areas down below where guys can ride the bike or get on the treadmill. But you start getting into that 45-minute to an hour delay, you're starting to really flirt with danger. I'll be interested to see what the managers do with these two pitchers.
Sanchez is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the ninth.
Third baseman,
Here's Hanley Ramirez. Regarding his previous meetings with Roenis Elias, he's got a 3-for-5 line. Taking called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Mookie Betts. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Templeton over to his right. Oh, no, he butchered it. Oh, and they botched this one as it drops in the infield.
Man, I don't know how, but they've been booting the ball all over the yard, and they still have the lead. Sometimes you win despite your defense instead of because of it. But they can't keep doing this and expect to be successful.
Striding in once again, Andrew Benintendi. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Ramirez on second. Betts on at first with 2 down. Last strike now for the Red Sox. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Man, that's a tough take given where we are this game, but he got away with it.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Little dribbler up the first baseline. That's foul, so the battle will continue. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. He stays alive, still 2-2. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Man, they're making it look awful easy out there. That's 9 wins in a row. That's right, 9 wins in a row. And by the way they're playing, I see no reason why.
Seven earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. Roenis Elias Sunday afternoon baseball on the show as we welcome you inside. Drew Pomeranz will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Next for Seattle, Andrelton Simmons. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Popped him up. Swihart is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And it's gone into the monster seats.
Two home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
Standing in now, Nelson Cruz. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. Boy, the last few weeks have not been kind to them, to say the least, as they're working on trying to end a double-digit losing streak.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to find any way to dig themselves out of this current losing streak, then they're going to have to downshift a little bit. Do the little things right. Play fundamentally.
Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger, one of the better hitters in the league this year, currently 7th in the American League in hitting. Oh, could it be 3 in a row? Benintendi going back, and it's off the green monster. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Into the box, Mike Zunino. Pulled high in the air out to left field.
Waiting on it is Benintendi.
And that retires the side. Edwin Diaz, the right-hander, out of. Coming to the plate now, Kyle Seager, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So he's into second with a double here to kick off the 2nd inning. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. Stepping up now, Ben Gamel. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. The relay, and a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on second baseman Dustin Pedroia. They always say the shortstop's the captain of the defense. Well, not on any team that Dustin Pedroia.
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 3-0 game.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Ranging back is Bradley, and it bangs off the monster. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
That could prove to be a big run in this one, guys.
Well, this triple brings in another run, and if they don't stop the bleeding quick and start answering back, they're going to have a hill too steep to climb.
The 1-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. So tack on one more on the base hit, part of a 3-run inning now as we take a look at the league leaders in terms of runs scored. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Ryan Healy. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate. Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
In now, Nelson Cruz. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Benintendi racing back. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And the runner is in from second. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. And he is hung out to dry as they tag him out. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Bradley is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they nearly bat around. Here's Hanley Ramirez.
Let's play ball.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Mike Zunino. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with one gone, time for a check of the standings to see where the Red Sox place in the American League East. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here for Kyle Seager. 19th home run for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues. But when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got. A really bad result.
Into the box now, Ben Gamel. Hit in the air to center field. Bradley is there. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Carlos Sanchez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Next up.
Play ball. 3.
Gene Segura standing in. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the fourth. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the fourth inning. And as we show you the Mariners leaderboard, you can see right there his total currently second best on the Seattle roster. In now is Andrelton Simmons. 1-for-2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-1. High and deep to right center. Bradley on the run. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. Oh, and with 2 men on third, they're going to get an out of this.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Gone! Ryan Healy puts 2 on the board with that homer. His second of the game as this lead got even wider. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night. But a lot of guys say they see the ball.
Well, because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Digging in once again, Mitch Haniger. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone over the monster and out onto Lansdowne Street. A solo home run for Mitch Haniger, number 28 on the season, as the blowout continues. Stepping in now, Mike Zunino. Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw to first, gave plenty of time, and his side is retired.